Item K2, presentation and discussion relating to the 2012 Business Review Report. Development Director Orsi? Development Services. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
That's fine.
shortchange your title there.
It's okay. Our Economic Development Manager, Mr. Nelson, Mike Nelson, is here to give you a brief presentation.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the City Council. Tonight's staff is bringing you a presentation on some of the business activities that have taken place over the past year. And you're probably wondering how a guy who's only been with the city for 5 or 6 weeks can give you a presentation on what's happened in 2012. Well, I had a lot of great support from other staff, including our finance staff, our development services and planning staff, as well as business license and our city manager's office.
You mean the answer isn't because Oscar can't work a PowerPoint? It's not. I thought that was the answer, but
He wasn't going to share it.
he wasn't going to share that.
That's part of
sorry.
the answer.
Luckily, we're not live. Don't worry. Go ahead, Mr. Nelson. Sorry.
Okay, so tonight we're going to take a look at the general market conditions in the region, that being the Inland Empire. We're going to look at the local economic barometer, some examples of some new projects that have taken place over the past year, some new business programs, as well as a few tourism-related activities. In a recent Riverside San Bernardino Economic Forecast Conference, it was noted that the economy for the Inland Empire area has been slow out of the gate, but it is recovering. And it's moving in the right direction because it's making significant progress. For example, in terms of employment, more than 30,000 jobs have been added to the region's employment base since 2009. As far as housing prices go, the region has seen 8 quarters of home price appreciation through October 2012, and prices are up approximately 23% since May 2009. The Riverside San Bernardino area is actually outpacing Los Angeles, Orange, and San Diego counties. And of course, as housing values go up, so does the realized equity in those assets, which can lead to additional investment by the homeowners, as well as supplemental spending. Taxable sales in the region since the second quarter of 2012 has gone up 12 consecutive quarters. And it's reached across virtually every industry as far as taxable sales go, which includes the region's hotels and restaurants, which are up 9% on a year-to-date basis, and that's the third fastest rate of growth within the different industries. Locally, we're beginning to see a momentum shift as well. For example, the most recent unemployment data indicate that the Redlands unemployment rate average for 2012 was 8.7%, 8% for just the month of November. And while that may seem a little bit high, you have to remember that in 2011, the average for the year was 9.7%, and the year before that, it was 10.4%. So we are coming down. And this past year, more than 380 new business licenses were issued. A lot of those businesses are open. Some are in the process of opening. And about 1/3 of those business licenses were issued to home occupation folks. Some of these new business openings, and they cover a variety of different business areas, including general merchandise, such as the New Seed Clothing Company, as an example, food and drugs, including NutriShop, autos and transportation, which includes West Coast Motorsports of California, restaurants and hotels, including the Corner Bakery Cafe, and business and industry, including Jordan Neuroscience. Of course, new businesses mean new employment opportunities for local residents, as well as additional revenue for the city. In terms of property appreciation, the median price for a home in Redlands has increased more than 14% since 2010, another positive sign that the economy is turning around and that our local homeowners' investments are realizing positive gains. And in the last 3 fiscal years, we've seen positive growth in taxable sales, up 9% since FY 2009-2010. Data from the most recent quarter available, which would be the second quarter of 2012, April, May, and June, indicates that taxable sales were up 12% over the same quarter a year ago. In 2012, there were a number of commercial projects that began or are continuing through the development process. And whether it's design proposals or plan submittals or construction, they're all in various phases, and we're going to just touch on a few tonight. A conditional use permit was issued to Walmart stores for the construction of a 256,000 square foot commercial retail center known as Redlands Crossing on approximately 33 acres at the southeast corner of San Bernardino Avenue and Tennessee Street. The project will include a 196,000 square foot Walmart supercenter, offering retail items, grocery, garden, a tire center, and a pharmacy. The development will also include approximately 9 outparcels for additional retail and restaurant tenants. The Steadfast companies have begun the submittal process for a 218,000 square foot commercial retail center on approximately 24 acres located on the northeast corner of Lugonia Avenue and Tennessee Street. The project would be able to accommodate a large retail anchor anywhere from 35,000 to 85,000 square feet. It will also include 8 outparcels with a potential of an additional 57,000 square feet for things like a food court, retail uses, a drugstore with drive-through facilities, a bank with drive-through facilities, a sit-down restaurant, and a fast food restaurant with drive-through facilities. Redlands Village is a new neighborhood commercial center that will be built at Lugonia and Wabash Avenues, and the developer should be submitting building permits within the next month. The project includes a 45,000 square foot Stater Brothers supermarket, which is going to be one of their new prototypes, and 11,970 square feet of inline shop space, including 2 building pads, one for a drugstore with a drive-through pharmacy, and one for a quick-serve restaurant with a drive-through facility. On the industrial side of things, McShane Development, in partnership with MetLife Real Estate Investments, is nearing completion of a 700,000 square foot industrial building on approximately 30 acres at Almond Avenue and California Street, which is part of the Redlands Business Center development. The facility will have 106 external docks, 32-foot ceilings, and parking for approximately 400 vehicles. According to the developer, the building will be a LEED certified facility as designated by the U.S. Green Building Council. Strategically located 1/2 mile from the San Bernardino International Airport, the building will also have excellent access to the I-10 and I-15 freeways. In terms of expansions, many businesses continue to grow and will be expanding in the near future. One of these is the Lane Christensen Company, a global water management, construction, and drilling company that provides responsible solutions for water, mineral, and energy resources. Currently, Lane has about 300 employees. They come and go at various times from the facility. And the company relocated here from Fontana about a year ago, purchasing the old 7-Up bottling facility. They'll make an additional investment in Redlands when they construct a new 126,000 square foot building in the next 2 years, where they will occupy about 60,000 square feet and add approximately 40 employees to their workforce. As we heard just a few minutes ago, Environmental Systems Research Institute, or ESRI as it's more commonly known in Redlands, has grown steadily over the last 4 decades, providing revenue and employment opportunities for local residents. As we already heard, they recently began a submittal process for a new 77,000 square foot building, which will initially house about 100 employees from other areas of their campus, but will also provide room for an additional 150 employees as they continue to develop new products and services. For example, in 2012, the company introduced ArcGIS, which is a new cloud-based mapping system for organizations that offer collaboration tools for cataloging, visualizing, and sharing geospatial data. Hangar 24 Craft Brewery is a local success story that began and continues to grow in Redlands through a series of physical and market expansions. The company produces a variety of award-winning beers and distributes them locally through its brewery facility, but also distributes them through Central and Southern California areas. Just recently, the company announced that they will be extending their distribution channel to include the San Francisco Bay Area. Hangar 24 is nearing completion of a 21,000 square foot expansion, which will allow for larger production and tasting facilities. And to ensure that fast-growing companies like Hangar 24 continue to grow, expand, and remain competitive, it's important that the city provide programs and services that can help them remain successful. There are a number of programs that have been made available to local businesses, which are administered by the city or in partnership with other organizations. And these programs assist businesses with accessing business tools and information that can help launch new businesses and grow existing ones. Some of these programs include the small business workshops and one-on-one business counseling that's provided by SCORE, or the Service Corps of Retired Executives, and held monthly here in the City Council chambers. During 2012, there were a dozen workshops held offering topics such as starting your small business, government contracting, and marketing. The workshops typically draw about 35 to 40 business folks, and SCORE also provides confidential one-on-one counseling at no charge. As a member of the California Enterprise Development Authority, the city is also able to offer businesses in the community flexible energy efficiency financing through the PACE, or Property Assessed Clean Energy Financing Program. The program provides financing for energy and water efficiency projects that can be used for a variety of permanently installed improvements. Two of our newest programs utilize a portion of the city's community development block grant funds to assist local businesses with launching or expanding. The Micro Enterprise Assistance Program provides grants ranging from $5,000 to $25,000 to eligible applicants who want to establish a business or expand an existing business. These funds do not have to be repaid provided they meet all the criteria. The Economic Development Loan Program provides loans ranging from $25,000 to $150,000 to eligible applicants that want to establish a business or expand an existing business. And of course, these funds are available based on the allocation that we get for CDBG on an annual basis. The California Travel and Tourism Commission estimates that in 2011, visitors to the Inland Empire spent approximately $5.4 billion, that's with a B, dollars in the region. And according to industry professionals, most of the majority of California visitors that visit this state don't want to hear about Disneyland or the Hollywood sign or the Golden Gate Bridge. They already know about those attractions. What they're really interested in are the hidden gems, the kinds of attractions and activities that occur in communities all across the state, just like here in Redlands. And whether it's local or regional visitors or visitors from around the country or around the world, attractions and events can generate revenue and create jobs for local communities. An example of some of the activities that are held here in Redlands include our downtown market night, which typically draws thousands of visitors every week. We also have a Saturday morning farmers market that consistently draws a wide assortment of vendors and patrons. And we have a number of seasonal events hosted by the city, including activities like Movie in the Park Night, Safe Trick-or-Treating, the annual holiday tree lighting, and holiday musical entertainment. There are also many events held throughout the year hosted by the city as well as other numerous community organizations which attract residents and visitors alike. Some of these include the internationally recognized Redlands Bicycle Classic, the popular Run Through Redlands 5K, 10K, and half marathon races, the long-running Redlands Shakespeare Festival, Redlands Symphony Orchestra performances, and the Surfin' State Street Car Show. There's quite a few more. All of these events not only offer cultural, social, and recreational benefits to those who attend, but bring additional revenue, jobs, and publicity to the city of Redlands. It's important to point out that programs and business activities in general are dependent upon an environment that nurtures their growth. That's why an investment in the city, by the city, in things like infrastructure, street improvements, and other types of improvements can have beneficial effects. This past year, for example, the city made improvements to the downtown area, including landscaping, trash and debris removal, street enhancements, and infrastructure improvements. Describing the benefits of these efforts, much better than I could, is a letter that I wanted to share with everyone. It was received by our Assistant Development Services Director, Robert Dahlquist, and the letter is from a local shopping center owner who recently upgraded and revitalized his property along Orange Street and was very appreciative of the fact that the city also made improvements along this primary thoroughfare. The letter reads like this: Dear Bob Dahlquist, we are the long-term and proud owners of the Orange Street Plaza Shopping Center located at 402 through 460 Orange Street in Redlands. We are pleased to see the recent renovations and improvements to the City of Redlands streets. Please accept our deepest appreciation and gratitude for the major recent improvements and renovations to the city streets, especially around Orange Street, Pearl, and 6th Street. This work conveys the concern by the City of Redlands that this area is highly regarded. Orange Street is a major arterial and is one of the key entrances into the entire city. It is the focal point and has excellent freeway access and visibility. The signage along Orange Street and 6th Street is clear and facilitates expansion of trade. The new beautiful low energy consumption LED lights, resurfacing of the streets, and enhanced landscaping, as well as new pavers, altogether presents an enhanced sense of high quality to the City of Redlands in this area. The proposed new monument sign will make everything very inviting. You should know that retail sales in this area are good. Our new tenant, Corner Bakery, has just informed us that their sales in the Orange Street Plaza are the highest of any of their restaurants in the chain. This new occupancy and added sales will enhance the business climate of the City of Redlands. We appreciate the hard work and all of the hard work of your staff and also strongly support these initiatives. Signed, Raymond Armand, President and CEO, Orange Street Plaza. Now that is a great example of the kind of public and private business investment that can bring value to the community for years to come. It's a win-win-win, if you will, for the city, the business owner, and the community. Yes, the City of Redlands is indeed a city that works. That concludes tonight's presentation. I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Nelson. Questions? We're good.